How's it going? This is Sean Alpha, and with us is a very special guest, one of our first ever voice actors. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello Ireland. This is Tiffany Grant. Nice to be here.
Tiffany Grant is most famous for Asuka in Neon Genesis, but you have a wide range of roles.
Yeah, I was in Evangelion, like you said, the TV series and the films. The most recent of which will be released this March, I believe. And I've been in the anime industry now for about 20 years. And I have also worked on shows like Infinite Stratos and Little Busters, Noir, Full Metal Alchemist, Ouran High School Host Club, Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles, Full Metal Panic Fumofu, Azumanga Daioh, and many, 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 many more.
First off, how did you actually get into voice acting?
Like I said, it was about 20 years ago. A friend of mine called and told me that there were some auditions happening. And so I went down and did the audition and ended up getting hired to work on a show. And that was the first anime that was dubbed in Texas, which is where I live. And so, yeah, that was pretty much it. Just through a series of fate and circumstances, I happened to be the first person to be hired as an anime actor in Texas. And so now I've been doing it for 20 years. My background before that, I was doing theater. So I was a stage actor before, and there you have it.
One of the things is a lot of your roles, especially with voices like Asuka, how are you able to get such a range of emotion across just using your voice?
Well, I think there's the preparation that goes into it, and also my background from working in theater is very helpful, and you just have to really be able to put yourself in the moment. And it's really different from working in theater, because when you're obviously doing a play, there is a period of rehearsal time, and you sort of get to work all these issues out about what the character's like and their motivation and what you're going to do. But of course, when it's voiceover, you're just there and you're doing it right now. So you really have to be able to just sort of put yourself in the moment and just go with whatever's happening right at that time. And I don't know, some people, I guess, have a knack for it, and luckily, I guess I do, because I've been doing it for a long time.
Cool. And so you've been to a lot of conventions, giving talks and panels and stuff like that. Any weird fanboy stories or anything like that?
Oh, well, there's been lots of crazy fanboy stories over the years. I have done, indeed, a lot of conventions. For the most part, really, the fans are great. I haven't had any really terrible stalker stories or anything like that. Just, the extremes of people being very, very enthusiastic or sometimes extremely shy. But all in all, it's really a pleasure for me to get to go to conventions and meet people all around the world. So I'm very lucky in that regard.
Oh, that's good. Was it one of your recent roles? And I had to ask this as soon as I found out you were involved. You voiced one of the characters in MM.
Yeah, Emu. Yes.
What was your reaction to the story of that?
Yeah, that was a little odd, but I've worked on quite a wide variety of projects over the years, so I guess it's hard to surprise me anymore. You just kind of look at it and go, okay, well, this is a little weird and kinky, but my standards are very low, I have to be honest with you, Sean. Yeah, so I'll do almost anything. It's okay that it was a little weird, although it's good the director figured out what was going on fairly early on, because he was thinking of getting his 13-year-old daughter to voice one of the roles in it, and then realized, okay, maybe that's not a good idea.
Just as a sort of a final question, I hear a lot that voice actors like to play sort of pranks to each other in the recording studio. Do you have any stories, something like that?
Oh, I don't have any of the good ones, honestly. There have been some really good stories of people playing pranks on one another. I can think of one that was sort of played on me at one point. It wasn't a voice actor. It was actually one of the sound engineers that we had, who became one of the directors as well, Charles Campbell. And he I don't know if he recorded it or just found a recording of a cat. And it was extremely faint. And just every so often I would hear this kind of meow, very, very, very faintly in my headphones. And I would say, "Did you guys hear that? Could you hear that?" And they're just looking at me straight-faced. No, we don't, what? I don't hear what? And after like the fourth or fifth time, like, "Look, there's a cat. Can't you guys hear that cat? Is it picking up on the microphone? Is there a cat in here? Where's the cat?" I can't remember. And of course they finally burst out laughing because they were just torturing me with it. But yeah, so people do like to play pranks on the voice actors, and it's true that they do play pranks on one another. But I don't know. I guess I'm not very good at thinking up pranks to do on people. So
Cool. Yeah, and we'll call it that. I assume you're very tired so far after so much today. So this is Sean Alpha, and with me is Tiffany Grant. Stay tuned for the next episode.